Alright guys, welcome to the Blue December Finals. It looks like we're going to waste absolutely no time whatsoever with getting things underway with our first game of the evening as ANG from Mexico take on Brazzers from the USA. This first round of competition should be pretty hot. These are two extremely good teams. Great to see you guys in the chat. Kenneth, I'm glad you liked the new style. Put a lot of work into trying to make it look nice for you guys to give it a little bit of special feeling for it being a monthly finals. So we're going to have to play a little bit of catch up here as the team started a little bit earlier than perhaps I was expecting, but we'll catch up nonetheless. So what are we looking at here? ANG coming in as the number 3 seed, going up against Brothers on the red team on number 8 seed. Now some of you might be a little bit confused. Brazzers, that's a team we've been running across more than a little bit. Oh, the image above December 2017 finals. Interesting. I'll have to check that. Thank you, John Cusack, for letting me know that there's something which might need to be changed there. But anyway, we will figure that out in just a little bit. Yes, I think I may have put the wrong bits and pieces in a few places. But it'll be fine. No one will notice. But yes, John, I've got that all fixed now. Thank you for letting me know. Alright. So, for any of you guys who haven't come across these finals before, they are competitions between the 8 best teams of the preceding month. Make sure I've got everything up to date. Yes, so these are the January finals, and you may be saying to yourself, but January finals, it's February right now. That's because these are the teams who played during January, and the top 8 teams from those points-wise are now taking part in today's competition for their share of a €500 prize pool. All of the weekly tournaments you see everywhere else are leading up to this. In the early going, let's take a quick look up the map. We can see that Brothers have taken a pretty thorough lead. Let's see if we can find par. Parquet even. From the side of DMZ, doing really, really well so far, 9 and 2. Be like a nice old 11 kill lead. Please do let me know, guys. John Cusack, appreciate your support. John Cusack, you need to send me some VODs of you doing some casting if we're going to get you in doing some Modern Combat 5 talk rings. Brazzers look like they've got this first game on lockdown. Now, while we've got the chance to discuss this, we might as well. So Brazzers, they come in as number 8, but I think anybody would definitely see them as one of the favourites for the tournament. They recently beat out Violence Blue in back-to-back finals in Blue January Cup number 4 and Blue February Cup number 1. But Brazzers have struggled a little bit in recent times, losing out to Vol, known as We2OP, and Take Motti in a recent tournament. It looks like they've come out swinging in game number 1. Gonna lock that down extremely quickly. ANG are making a little bit of a comeback towards the end of the game. They need to make up 12 kills in the time it takes for Brazzers just to find 2. I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Well, maybe I'll be wrong. But maybe I won't be. Brazzers take the first game. As I said before, we will be doing a whole bunch of different stuff today, but primarily involves us giving you guys a bunch of free things. So what I'll do is I'll get the giveaways set up soon, because we're going to be doing 2 on each platform. So we'll need to get those started quickly, otherwise we'll run out of time. But I'm just going to finish off getting the screen all ready for all of y'all, because we'll be going back to that in just a second. We've got to get game 2 all set up. We've already just done game 1, but everything must make the march of progress. And we just put it in with Brazzers getting that first point. Alright, I think that should be everything. So we'll be heading to a short break, looking to get the ANG Brazzers Game 2 of our quarterfinals up as soon as is humanly possible. Alright guys, welcome back again. Brazzers versus ANG, our first round of competition. Because we got started so quickly, you haven't had the time to look over the brackets. We will do before we get too much further. Let me just make sure I've got everything set up here. So many things to change. That's what happens when you try and do everything manually. Alright, so game number one was dominated by Brazzers, a team who still are rocking their DMZ tags from their Dramas days. I think certainly Dramas used to bill themselves as from Mexico, so you could reasonably assume that both these teams certainly have ties to the Mexican side of things, but I guess the Brazzers must have changed their lineup enough to more closely identify as a USA team rather than a Mexican team. We'll see if Brazzers can continue to impress. What we saw in game number one was pretty good, but now we're on to Scramble. The strategic play comes in. Good to see you guys having fun over on the Twitch platform. The Twitch giveaway in progress right now with double giveaways all night. That's right. Usually the best place to pick up those giveaways is on Twitch and Mob Crush because they have got the least people watching on them compared to Facebook and YouTube. But now it's doubly so because 2 people on each platform all night will be drawn, and you can win on multiple platforms if you enter on multiple platforms. So please do make your way across to the Twitch stage, as it were. Twitch.tv/ModernCombat. Drop in your hashtag quarter, and we will get everything started. So, let's take a quick look at how things are working out so far. Cheeto from the DMZ side doing a nice number in the early going, 3-0 so far, very carefully choosing those shots, starting to have to put down a little bit more covering fire though as we go forward to dropping down that accuracy a little bit, but still the Brazzers side are doing a good job of holding ANG in place. ANG, who've lost one of their active members for this game down to a 4-person team, gonna have to drop down as many grenades as possible to try and buy themselves space, buy themselves time to hopefully get that last person back. As well, maybe it's not actually working out so badly for them. ANG pick up another kill, almost equalizing with Brazzers. Do let me know in the chat, guys. Who do you think is going to win out here? Will it be a clean 2-0 sweep for Brazzers? Or do you think the Mexican team ANG, playing it over on the red side, have got what it takes to force out a game number 3? A pretty sizable amount of cash on the line for these guys. The first place team gets 350 euros. Second place gets 150, but anyone below that will not get any cash prizes. Hero Gaming Simon, you only won one giveaway this year? Johnny the Pro, yes, I am fully aware of the nature of the Brazzers website. Believe me, if it was my decision, I would not prefer to have that as part of the tournament. But hey, what can you do, huh? The decisions are ultimately made by the ESL admin. So if you'd like to get that across them, certainly file a ticket on the ESL tournament site, just to let them know. And I guess if enough people have the same kind of opinion, perhaps Brazzers will be asked to change their name to something slightly less conspicuous. But hey, Ronnie, thank you for your thoughts. They are very much in line with my own. It looks like as this second quarterfinals wears on, that the ANG side are not going to be able to get back their 5th member. So instead, locking themselves in the command center, this building you can see up here, you just saw the command center, there you go, poking out there as a form of identification. Trying to make sure that Brazzers can't use their extra numbers. Brothers trying to make an assault on the command center from multiple different angles. I'm not sure if ANG are going to be able to hold their ground. Brothers trying to force the issue here. You can see Terran G desperately firing off the pistol, trying to cover as much ground as possible, and ANG fall further behind. Now, of course, Brothers don't even need to make an assault like this because they are already ahead. The team from the USA in a very comfortable position as Terran G does some nice pistol work. That's actually their first kill despite how active they've been. Terran G going to try and take shelter back inside as ANG with only 3 members up and fighting right now. Going to be doing their darndest to try and stay alive in this tournament. ANG are picking up a couple of kills, but I think the extra numbers really are taking their toll. ANG breaking a little bit out to the outside, playing an interesting style but of kind of deep defense, but I think it's not going to reward them with enough kills to allow them to overtake Brazzers at this point. Lex are getting taken out. Ahmed going to be able to trade that kill back. For the side of Brazzers, it's going to be Parker, known as PA in this game, who's been leading the score. ANG rushing out of at least a couple of members into the field to try and find those elusive kills. This defensive style usually more associated with a team that's in a score lead, and we can kind of see a little bit why. Brazzers with themselves in the lead can more or less dictate the pace of the game, go in and pick up kills wherever they want to. At least they're putting on a good show for us, but this is looking easily like it could be the end of our number 3 seed, ANG from Mexico, with very unfortunate that they didn't have their full roster to field for this game, but Brazzers nonetheless putting on an extremely strong performance. Alright, let's go have a quick look through and see where our MVPs align. So it is going to be Parker, who's got a very impressive score. Though, actually, let's have a look. It's going to be Cheeto. Let's make a note of that. Cheeto with a, let's see, a 10-1. Wow, that's crazy. That's an incredibly good kill-death ratio. Alright, guys. So, let's pop back to the opening screen because we have got ourselves some giveaway winners to draw. That's right, we're going to be going through things crazy fast today because we've only got 8 teams playing. So let's see. Our Twitch winners will be and our second one will be who's it gonna be? Okay. If I call your name in just a second, if you can post your dog tag and platform. So our winners will be Daniel Uno and Hero Gaming MC5. So let me just make a note of where we're going to write all this stuff down. Alright. So we're on the 24th of the 2nd, 18. It's 1:33 in the morning over here. And hopefully... Alright, Hero Gaming MC5. Hopefully you and Daniel Liano can both get your dog tags and platform. And we can lock and load that first giveaway away. We will be moving on to Facebook for our second giveaway, so please do stay tuned for that. But for now, we'll be heading ourselves to a wee break, so we can come back with our next game as soon as it's available. Alright guys, as you may be able to see on the screen, we have got our next game coming up, a semi-final match of our monthly finals. It's going to be Oh My God against iZone. Just grabbing the lobby key at the moment to get set up, so we shouldn't be too far off. Our second giveaway is in progress on Facebook. That's hashtag semi into the Facebook comments if you want to jump in on that, and of course you can jump in on every single giveaway across the course of today. We have got double giveaways, so you can double your chances of winning on every platform. Of course, if you need to enter in on every platform before that's going to be something that can be accomplished, but the opportunity is there for any of you guys who want to take advantage of it. Looks like the OMG lobby's just gone up, so we'll be jumping in there. And you can come along with me as we get ready for our second streamed game of the evening. We'll have to check out and see where each of these teams are going to actually settle themselves. It looks like we've got Oh My God over on the blue team and iZone on the red. So let's just jump into lobby. So, what do we got? What do we got here? So we've got iZone from Japan. And, oh my God, the only team actually to be running a the only side to be running a multinational team, at least officially speaking. So that should be a lot of fun. All right. Our first semi-final game will be underway. Once this is over, we will be completing our Facebook giveaway. So please do get your entries in while you can. And we'll get started in just a moment. Alright, construction site is going to be our first port of call as Oh My God take on iZone. Oh My God coming in as our #1 seed after some strong recent performances. But we expect big things out of iZone. Though iZone are the #6 seed from Japan, last time around, last month, they entered in as #1. They did make it to the semi-finals of our last monthly finals, losing out to the eventual finalist Dearly Beloved, but we haven't seen iZone play since then. However, just prior to last month's monthly finals, iZone did win January Cup #2, and during January Cup #2, they beat Out Destiny and Violence in a single night. So we expect some pretty big things from both of these teams. Easily, either of these teams could be grand finalists for today. Good to see a few of you guys getting in on the excitement. SpiderGod33. Not sure if you're if you are an Oh My God fan or you just think their team name is funny. Either way, glad to have you over on the Mob Crush page. John Cusack, it's a tram name. Gosh, I always wanted to name my team after a tram. Alright, let's get into things proper. Where have the kills been landing? It's going to be Jabez over for the side of iZone, doing some pretty nice stuff in the early going. 4-1, rocking the lack, though it's actually the action kind of happening around them. Let's see who's picking up the kills. I remember Summer from before. Let's see if we can just pick them up. So if I'm remembering the Summer from before, well, I don't know. I suppose there could be another Summer playing, but if this is the same Summer from before, we saw them taking on a Nuclear Winter the Canadian team are doing extremely well. Spider-God33. I'm not sure of the status of Modern Combat. Oh, no, sorry, you're asking about Modern Combat 5 live streams. Yes, so if you'd like to have a look at the link, which I will provide in just a second. All of the tournaments, that's the Blue January Finals, which you're watching at the moment, Red January Finals, Blue February Cup number 4, and Red February Cup number 4 are being cast. Spider-God, if you are talking, I thought you might mean Modern Combat Versus. I don't believe there's any plans for Modern Combat Versus esports streams currently, but they are doing their International Honor Series at the moment qualifiers, so that remains to be seen. I suspect once those qualifiers are over and they're moving towards larger stage competition, that there will be some broadcasts, but I'm afraid I'm not privy to that information. Certainly, I would watch the Facebook page and Twitch page for any news about any incoming Modern Combat Versus tournaments. Oh yes, thank you, the Juan. I realise I need to correct that score. You are very much right, because we are on the first game. Thank you for letting me know. Will they never broadcast live in Spanish? Well, I don't know. I've been trying to get Soldier Girl to join me on commentary forever, who can definitely speak Spanish as she's from Mexico. But instead, today, Soldier Girl is doing the admin side of things. So maybe one day, maybe one day. Yes, I do apologise. I have made quite the mess of the... I don't know if they switched just before I started, or if I just did a terrible job. Let me just get everything changed over there, because yep, that is a whole bunch of nonsense off the top of the screen. Alright, that should be all fixed now. Thank you guys for keeping me honest. John Cusack, they have no spectate mode for Modern Combat Versus. That may influence the fact that they have not had any... I know they have had some broadcasts, because I've seen them myself. But yes, not perhaps as much as maybe we would like to see. I know there was a big studio broadcast before for Modern Combat Versus. I assumed probably what they did was they kind of jury-rigged things. Counter must learn Mexican Spanish. Hola a todos. I'm gonna have to learn more than 2 phrases, but I'll keep using the 2. ¿Cómo están todos? How's everyone doing? Alright, let's update the scores for the time being after that first game iZone victory. Alright, so I'm just going to let our admin Soldier Girl know what's going on. If iZone do win their next game, they will be securing themselves a final spot and guaranteed moolah for today, either 150 or 350 euros. But once that has happened, once this semi-final has concluded, so will our Facebook giveaway. So please do get your hashtag semis in there while you can, and we'll be back with more Modern Combat 5 action as soon as possible. Alright guys, we are heading in to our second semi-final game. Oh my god, against iZone. Let's see what these two teams have got in store for us. iZone certainly dominated game number 1. But can they do it the second time and secure their grand final spot? Only one way to find out. Let's see what we can get out of these two teams as we head to the streets. iZone taking a little bit of a battering in the early going. Early offensive moves from the OMG team, paying off for close quarters fighting, but Rubu trying to do their very best to put pay to that, will not manage it this time round. Techie and the rest of OMG charging through the iZone lines in the early going, managing to secure themselves a pretty healthy 5-kill lead. Looking to try and extend that further. Techie gets another kill. Galaxy as well. iZone starting to fall behind. But Kiri comes back in, getting the job done on the recon class in the close quarters, trying to duck and dive away, very low on health, still fighting nonetheless, will finally fall down. Veteran's the one to take the kill, OMG keeping that 5-kill advantage for the time being. Veterans charging forward with a little bit of backup from the rest of the team. Will not spot out the iZone member just behind them. Will get cut down by Jabez. Nice bit of sniping action there. Jabez going to be looking for Lewis over on the other side. Is not going to get them this time around. Lewis going to drop through a couple of grenades through the doorway to try and clear the way for OMG to stay in the lead. But the lead has narrowed considerably. iZone punching out of a corner here as Aruburu charges into close quarters, bringing out the rocket launcher. Failed to drop down the pane. Certainly not. We tend to see the Slack more frequently, but the rocket launcher serving more or less the same purpose. AoE massive damage. But I suspect probably working a little bit better from range. Oh, Zim Gaming, if you've come across any gameplay bugs, please make a video about them and send them through to the Game Loss support so they can get fixed. We are playing on iOS, so hopefully it won't affect this particular tournament, but yes, the quicker you can let Game Loss support know, the quicker they will get it all kinds of fixed. Alright. So, back into things. Semi-finals game 2. Dead even between these two teams. 22, now 23 to 23. Drockers get some nice work done off the backside of that one. As Galaxy finds a really good avenue to fire through the Slack. Can't quite finish off those two iZone members, though, before the kill comes through. iZone's unit coherence paying off very slightly here, but slightly is all they need to get themselves up into the lead. 2 ahead now. Techie is about to run into multiple members of iZone, drops down the Slack damage and blows the heck out of the iZone center. Techie gonna go up into close quarters, has stolen themselves a sniper rifle somewhere in the middle. Hey Mackenzie Derrick, master of languages, nice to see you back again. You have joined us just in time for the decisive game of the semi-finals between Oh My God and iZone. Or at least it's decisive as far as Oh My God are concerned. Oh My God slightly behind against the Japanese squad. Starting to drift even further behind it as a couple more kills come through. Rusei able to take out that snowman and secure iZone, who are now the ones with the 6-kill lead. Last time round, iZone won out by 22 kills. Doesn't seem like it's going to be anywhere near as one-sided this time around with 3 minutes left on the clock. Oh My God were in the lead for a good amount of time, but now are struggling. iZone only ahead by 4 now. Perhaps OMG can close the distance a little bit, but Aruburu gets the flankeroonie round and manages to punish Aruburu and Bob Nasuke, both getting kills through. The Japanese team very close to hitting that 50-kill limits. Mackenzie, thank you for coming to translate. Do appreciate it. There's a lot of teams here today, and oh my god, it's from several different countries at once. So if anyone's going to need their help, it's definitely going to be them. Aruburu Getting a lot of damage down, going to be the top scorer, and that's going to be it for Oh My God. They have been eliminated. iZone take the series, and they are moving forward, our first grand finalists of the monthly finals. Onyx Gaming 01, or Gamer01, I'm a noob at this game, and hello. Well, if you're friendly, then you'll be fine. Don't worry, everyone here is a noob, including me, especially me. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright. So, we have got Facebook winners to choose. So, I'll get that sorted out in a second. Okay, our Facebook winners will be Sijan, Thapa, and Deir Hassan. So hopefully I haven't slaughtered your names too badly, but I'll put that on all the chats. So hopefully, Sijan and Deir, you will hear my voice or read those words, and you will post your dog tag and platform. Right. So we've got a whole bunch of things already done and dusted. But we've got 2 more giveaways coming away, and hopefully a whole bunch more Modern Combat 5 as well. Just letting Soldier Girl know what's going on. But we will be heading to a hopefully short break, and we'll be back with more Modern Combat 5 action coming your way soon. Alright guys, let's get stuck in for our second semi-final series of the day. Brazzers and Destiny B going head to head to determine who will be joining in the finals. Our winners from before, iZone. This will be our last semi-final of the day, as you might expect from a semi-final. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what these teams have got to show us. Certainly both these teams came in with a lot of momentum. Certainly from the Brazzers side of things, have got a lot to prove. They've got almost, Brazzers have their own legacy to contend with in recent times. So they've done very, very well in the past, but not so much recently. And for the side of Destiny, coming into this one as the number 7 seed. Not a position that necessarily Destiny are super comfortable with. But we'll see what they can do with it. So far, they've done, well, in recent memory, the Destiny Blue team have done pretty well, winning out February Cup number 2. Destiny did fall, much like everybody did, to the returning ASN Esports in their last outing, but ASN are not part of this monthly finals because they did not come back in time to get the requisite points to make it. With that in mind, it's pretty much anybody's to take. Poachy, the Pooch, will be the top banana in the early going, picking up a nice 2-0 score with that BSW. Star Sun, we'll see if we can fit in a non-ranked free-for-all. We are getting through these games pretty quickly though, so we will have a whole bunch more Modern Combat 5 over the weekend. I'll try and get one free-for-all in by the end of the stream, just for you, Star Sun. We will be starting our next giveaway soon as well, so please do keep your eyes peeled for that. Our third giveaway will be on Mob Crush. That's hashtag semi into the chat to enter. Again, a double giveaway, so even if you've won on other platforms, you can still win on Mob Crush as well. It's mobcrush.com/moderncombat. Get yourself stuck in there. And once Mob Crush is done, which will be at the end of this series, which means you potentially only have 2 games to get your entries in, we will be going on to YouTube for the duration of our grand monthly finals. Starsun, you are more than welcome. Hopefully, you do bear in mind, Starsun, these free-for-alls tend to fill up pretty quick. So hopefully you'll be able to get in and show off your skills live on stream, much as Brazzers and Destiny Blue are doing right now. Both teams from the USA, both extremely evenly matched. What do you guys in the chat think? Owen, the score is wrong? Where is the score wrong which you're seeing it? We are on the first game, so that's fine. Between games? Definitely let me know, Owen, if you can clarify which particular part of the score is wrong, and I'll get that fixed. As far as I can tell, I think everything seems to be okay at the moment. But maybe I'm missing something. Hey, Junior Mendez. Nice to see ya. Predator Gaming, there are Android tournaments just like this. There will be one in approximately just over a week's time. The Android tournaments are run bi-weekly, though that will change a little bit down the line when the Android and iOS platforms merge, and the tournaments will become one. So all these iOS tournaments that have been going forward will become iOS and Android. Crank, I sound so sleepy. Well, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, so that would probably explain why. Yes, Kenneth, I can't see anything which is wrong with the score, but I definitely will want to know if there is anything which I've missed. It's entirely possible. As I've just mentioned, it's quite late here, so I might just be kind of a little snowblind or something, because I've been trying to... all the things I try to remember is to change change a whole bunch of different things. So, is every possibility I've missed one, but hey. Yes, Predator Gaming, I hope you will come and join in. And at least, if not join in the tournament, then come and join in those custom games. Mod MC5, you're not a fan of the merge. Why are you not a fan of the merge? I mean, certainly if you're on the Android platforms, it means you get a lot more tournaments coming. And also, the iOS platform tournaments, like these monthly finals, which are iOS only currently, are the only tournaments that pay out cash prizes. So it's very, very good for Android players, and that they'll be able to get in on that and start stealing some of the money right out of the iOS players' hands. Well, maybe. Killer CMC5, you love how counterfeit is so formal. Oh boy. I'm not necessarily trying to be, but it kind of works out that way. Hey Sparta Lee, I'm afraid I'm not actually a Gameloft developer. I'm just a humble streamer, so I can't answer any questions about how things are done in the game, but definitely send in an email, moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com, if you'd like to make any suggestions directly to the developer. P.S. Mackenzie, Derek, maybe you could teach me some new languages today, because we are coming up to the last 30 seconds of this first semi-finals game between Brazzers and Destiny Blue. Who's going to win? Who will fall behind in this best of 3? It's incredibly close between these two. Brazzers, the ones who desperately need to get a kill. We have seen the first no trade kill coming back. Actually, no, wait. It is still Destiny in the lead for the moment. One more kill can make all the difference. Trade kill goes across. Brazzers desperately looking for one more. They will find it We'll be going to sudden death 35-35, and yes, the teams are dead even. So now we go into elimination style. Destiny have lost one of their players, and wow, that seems like a bold move to stand out in the open. Kelsey, you are as formal as my Professor Grandpa. Oh boy. That's quite a thing to say. Thank you, Kelsey. That's really made my day. Javan Gaming, Game of Hate Me, they banned my 32 million credits. Well, I don't know what to say to that. I don't have any hand in anything to do with accounts, but I'm sorry for you to lose out. That sounds like a lot of credits. Sparta Lee, I see you've changed platforms now. Again, definitely send an email to moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com. That's the email address that will get you through to the community manager. If you've got concerns about the game, then absolutely drop them through there. Crank, you're a fan of sudden death. I'm middling on it. Predator Gaming, yes, the Android taunts are live streamed every other week when they take place. So yes, and I do them myself. So yes, I think every Android taunt is live streamed, and once they merge, then they'll be live streamed because they'll be the same as the iOS ones. Sleep, that laugh was so cringe. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kelasu. I didn't notice that was a separate one. Let me just change that. Whoops. Ah! I'll get there eventually, I swear. There we go. Yes, thank you. Alright, there we go. After a hard-fought overtime, it's Brazzers who take that game 1 and seize the momentum heading into game 2 of our semi-finals. Just gonna let Soldier Girl know. Javan Gaming, you'd like me to give you back your credits? Well, meet me behind the I don't know. Meet me behind the construction site. I'll give you all your credits back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Crank. Yes, Crank, I think, has exactly got the right idea here. Sudden death tests how much pressure you can take and how much sweat can come out of your armpit. That's pretty gross, but not inaccurate, certainly. Alright, let's update our score. So, we've also got to get the giveaway on Mob Crush going, so let me get that sorted out now. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Shazam! Alright, and we will be back with game 2 of Brazzers versus Destiny Blue coming up soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentle beings from all around the planet. Brazzers versus Destiny Blue Game 2. Now, the undertaking in progress. We take to the streets for what was incredibly close in game number 1. I wonder if we'll see another close match. Certainly on the streets has been the most notorious for kind of this more defensive style play. When a team gets a lead, they just retreat back to some of the choke points on the map and just wait out the game. We'll see if that's going to be the case here, or if Destiny, who are currently in the lead, are more than willing to mix things up in the close quarters. Drop down as much damage as possible, as No Way manages to get a nice snipe kill up into the close quarters. The lack still effective even at close range, therefore explaining how ubiquitous the snipers have been so far. Alright, Destiny picking up some nice early kills actually, putting themselves ahead by 3. No Way continuing to do very, very well, but will get tagged off there and put down. No Way still going to be the top scorer for Destiny, though they are sharing. It's still very early goings. There you go, managed to tag it up to 4 and 1. Let's jump across to Clouds, who's as yet unkilled by the side of Brazzers. Destiny looking pretty good in this second game, though the pace of the game has become more considered past that opening flurry of kills. Just going from, I think most of the kills which we've got here coming in the early going. Now the teams going the measure of each other on streets. A very different experience than any of the other maps. Able to operate a little bit more cautiously. We can see Area doing exactly that. I think might be going for a wall bang here. For any of our Spanish-speaking fans, I've got to learn more phrases than this, but ¿Cómo están todos? Hola todos. How you guys doing? Great to see so many Spanish-speaking fans, and of course fans from all across the planet coming together for this Blue Monthly Finals. Red Finals will be tomorrow, which I believe Haxel will be able to join for, so it should be a lot of fun. And we'll see who our champions can be on that day. Coded does a nice little grenade drop down there. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out terrifically well for them, but still, I appreciate the idea as No Way continues to show the way. Getting a nice section of kills through their Ghost Gun. Does go down to 45%, but recovers themselves just in time to get taken out. Parker. In fact, yes, let's drop across and see our good pal Parker, who has been a top scorer for Dramas so far. I say Dramas, I mean Brazzers. They're all still wearing their Dramas tags. Geesh, give me a break. Brazzers behind for the moment. No Way and Clouds really stepping things up in game number 2. Parker has been trying to punish as best as they can, but nothing so far has really stuck for them. This exchange of gunfire up in close quarters could change that though, as No Way will finally go down. Brazzers catching up on Destiny. So last time round we came to an exact score being exactly the same. But I don't know if we're going to see it this time round. It feels like Destiny more comfortable on the streets, able to really find these angles and try and punish as much as possible. Brazzers still behind, coming up on 2 minutes left. Once again, we have already got half of our finalists ready and waiting. iZone, I'm sure, are watching this game, looking to try and get every sliver of information about both of these teams' style. Both of these teams from the USA, iZone from Japan. As is so often the case, in our last monthly finals, I believe it was 4 Japanese teams, 3 American teams, and only 1 international team playing. So I think we're going to be very much in the area of American and Japanese dominated Modern Combat 5 for the time being. But I'm waiting to see how things develop. Let's jump around the place. Let's drop in. Oh, I was going to drop in with no way, but let's go with area instead. Getting things mixed up in close quarters. Doesn't quite get the job done with the slack. Runs into multiple members of the Brazzers side, doing the old duck and cover to try and buy themselves a little bit of time while they're reloading. Goes back in, gets the kill onto and is now going to try and do the same thing again from what I've been told. This pointing at the floor tactic allows you to minimize the headshots. Wow! Area just ran into 3 members of Brazzers and killed all of them. Crank, nobody cancels overloads like Atom Duck does, because Atom Duck is the best at cancelling overloads. In fact, they're the only person I've seen do it twice in one match. We're coming up on the very end of the game. No Way leading the pack by a considerable margin. See if we can get a change right at the end. No Way lurking, looking for those kills, using their teammates as bait. Manages to not get a cloud. I don't know, sorry, it's Clouds actually getting the kills through. And there we go. Destiny have evened up the series. Very nice play for them. Definitely Destiny playing like a team that know they have to win that game. And win it they did. I think it's a fairly clear MVP there for No Way. Nicely done. But from the side of DMZ, Parker doing very well as well. I say DMZ. It's Brazzers. Oh boy. Yes, Crank, that looking at the floor thing works extremely well. So, yeah, I'd say I'm not sure of the exact mechanics of it, but it works really well. Javin Gaming, you gotta go? Well, thank you for dropping by the stream. For all of you guys who are remaining, our Mob Crush giveaway remains in progress. That will be our second to last giveaway of the day. Once this finals is done, then that Mob Crush. It's MNZ. Okay, interesting. Well, if I was going to say it in in English style, MNZ. But I guess it's probably MNZ. Okay. I don't know if that's an actual, like, word or some sort of clever wordplay. I don't know. But hey, either way, the decisive game between Destiny Blue and Brazzers coming your way very soon. Alright guys, we are back once more. Brazzers over the blue, Destiny blue over on the red. A little bit confusing there, we'll just call them Destiny. Let's see. What Brazzers and Destiny blue have got for us. So for any of you guys who are not familiar with the Rush game mode, because it's not played in an awful lot, it's only used as a tiebreaker in these kind of situations, it is played elimination style. So anyone who goes down in a given round stays down till the next round. No Way, taken out of commission, the MVP from last round. Let's see who's still playing. Parker, the MVP for the side of Brazzers, still in commission with 2 kills already under their belt. Predator Gaming, yes, I will start posting some more stuff on my own at YouTube. That is always a good idea. Good old cross promotion. Alright, so who's in control? No one's in control of the relay, but it looks like we're going to see a rush attempt in from Pochi. Or maybe. We are in overtime, so if either team moves in on this relay and captures it, they will immediately win. But we can see that Destiny here are poised, ready for Brazzers to make their move in to immediately punish. I don't know if either team want to try and make the commit in here. Clouds is covering from a long distance away, but I don't think they're quite in position as of yet. It looks like Pochi's going to try and take things from very long range. Oh, I misspeak. It's actually Area who's taking a little bit of cover. The capture going up very quickly. Brazzers need to come and contest this. If they are not contesting, then the capture goes through. There we go. Contest coming in. Area trying to get the kill. Pochi goes down. Area going head down in that brawl. Is going to fall down. And disaster for Destiny. It's now 1v2. Clouds coming in. Clouds needs to go 2v1. I think he's going to drop down. No, he's going up into close quarters. Wow. Bringing out the pistol. Switching over weapons. Sniper rifle doesn't manage to land anything. And it is going to be, unfortunately for Destiny and fortunately for Brazzers, first round to them with 2 of their team remaining, including Parker. Bring me Parker! Certainly has been central to Brazzers' success so far. iZone waiting in the wings. One of these 2 teams will be going up to face them. But in this mini best of 5 there is the rush mode. We get to see what these teams, how these teams function under an extremely stressful environment, knowing that every move they make could potentially send the series wildly out of control for their team. Destiny holding on for dear life here. I've had assurances from No Way that they are planning on tryharding this particular game, which would make a lot of sense if this is any game to do it. It is here and now. Now, Destiny believe that Brazzers do have a little bit of an advantage here in that they are spawning into the upstairs position, which you can see from some of those silhouettes. But Pochi and Area both getting kills through before Cloud eventually goes down. And I think this may be advantage Destiny. Yes, more to MC5. I will try and shift around a little bit more. The Destiny have gotten a hold of the relay, so I think this is going to be where the action is going through. Grenades come around to try and drive Area away. 18 seconds left before Destiny win by default. Even if the point is contested, it still will count. Area going to get sniped out there as the rest of the team trying to come in to make the defense. Parker comes through, gets more kills, and it looks like Brazzers may have stolen this one back. Last surviving member, Coded, not even going to be part of the decision as Brazzers take the second point. Wow, Parker 8-0 so far in this decider game. Parker needs to go down if Destiny are going to stand a chance here. Parker's been absolutely on point so far with the lack. Rarely missing. Not taking a single death so far. Not only is a superlative sniper, but also has all those power-ups. Still, First Blood does go across the Destiny. They're going to try for a capture once more. Destiny last time round were able to hold onto this relay point right up until the end, but right up until the end is not good enough. It needs to be all the way over to the finish line. Parker and another Brazzers member waiting in the wings, waiting for the opportunity. It's 4v4 right now. Parker coming around the side, looking to try and find an angle in. Will not find it this time round. It's checking with No Way and the rest of the Destiny side. So the longer the Destiny team stay in possession of the relay, the more intel points they'll get, the more power-ups they'll get, and the more powerful they will be in the following round. But getting to that following round is a pretty big ask. Hear the shattering of glass as Brazzers send a few shots across, trying to find access where they can. Let's bring up the map and see what's going on. All of the offense going to be coming in from a single side from Brazzers. This one push will decide the game. 20 seconds, here we go. Brazzers breaking ahead, dropping down the grenades. They have had success with running right down the throats of Destiny before, but this time round, it's extremely bloody. Poachy taking cover. Poachy, you can't, this is not the time. You cannot sit this one out, because, well, it works out the same either way, I suppose. Brazzers secure their place in our grand finals. Well, Parker, 12-0 at the end of that one. Absolutely ludicrous scoreline, completely carrying the game for the rest of the team. Brazzers in an extremely good position to now go up against iZone on Mob Crush. We need to draw our winners over there. So, without any further ado, our Mob Crush winners will be Mystery Boy 007, Midgeon Privacy, and Sparta Lee. So, Mystery Boy and Sparta Lee, if you can post your dog tags and platform on the Mob Crush platform into the chat, then you can claim those 400 credits, which will be sent to you in a couple of weeks' time. For now, though, we'll be heading to a small break, and we'll be back soon with our grand finals. Alright guys, the grand finals are getting set up at the moment, but while they are, if we get enough time, let's see if we can fit in our free-for-all of the day for our good friend and pal Starson, I want to say Starson? Something like that. It's been a while since I've checked names. I'm not sure if you're even here anymore. But hey, if you'd like to play on stream, then please do come and join. Passkey ESL123. We have got the YouTube giveaway going on at the moment. Do be aware that if you enter in multiple times to the YouTube giveaway, your entry will no longer be counted. So be careful, because Nightbot is a harsh task master. Already we've got multiple people who have disqualified themselves, so do remember, one entry is all you need to get in on the action. You got a few people drifting in for this free-for-all. As I said before, and you hopefully have seen all of the streams, we will have to abandon ship on this free-for-all if the finals is about to start. We definitely cannot make those guys wait. But if we can get started soon enough, then we can at least have a game on our hands to tie up a little bit of time and to show you guys a bit of appreciation for all of your patience waiting for a community game. Yeah, Daddy, good to see ya. Hope you will enjoy the game. I don't know if Star Sun or I think that's what their name was is still around anymore. I don't think so. Oh well. Well, we'll call it the Star Sun Invitation nonetheless. Hey, Predator Gaming. Good to see you. I think we've got enough to get started with, so let's get this underway, because we're going to have to jump into our finals very soon. In fact, we're going to have to jump into them pretty much straight away, because we've got the pass key for the first lobby. So we'll give you guys about a minute or so on stream, so hopefully you can impress in that minute, and then we need to jump across to our actual tournament finals. Ah, Starson, you are in the game. You're in Infernocus. Alright, we'll highlight to you on the stream. So as I said, we're going to have to jump out this one because our grand finals is ready to begin. But we'll give you guys a minute to show off your skills. Go on, Infernocus. I believe in you. Oh, hello. I think you might be having some connection issues. There we go. Go on, Infernocus. You can do it. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, 30 more seconds, Infernocus, to make your name on the grandest Modern Combat 5 stream of them all. Infernocus getting cut down there. Not the best of starts, but it's free-for-all. Can be a little bit tricky to do. Predator Gaming, the one talking. Peter, it's me! Peter, Counterfeit Hunnell, here to bring you smiles and pleasant dreams. Alright, I think we're going to have to leave it here. Hopefully, can Infernocus get a kill in the last few seconds? I think it's looking a little bit, maybe not. Alright, we have to abandon ship on that one, and we'll be back with our grand finals in just a couple of minutes. Alright guys, welcome back. The grand finals of our blue monthly finals now underway. USA versus Japan. Brazzers versus iZone. Let's see what these guys have got in store for us. First game will be on Vantage, of course. Best of 5, like any good grand finals, will give us a decisive victor one way or the other. Do let me know in the chat who you think it's going to be. Make sure you've got your hashtag finals in before the giveaway ends at the end of today's stream. But do not enter more than once or you can get in trouble with Nightbot, who will toss out your entry. Because Nightbot is a harsh master and I am Nightbot's controller. What does that make me? An even worse villain, no doubt. Bob and Suke getting some good work done in the early game. But it is going to be Arubaru who picks up a whole bunch of kills, taken down in that last exchange. As MNZ doing some good work to try and defend that high ground. Does get tagged, almost goes down there. Just about surviving, trying to find a place to regenerate. I'm not sure there's very much safety to be found. But they do escape. Arubaru leading the pack over on the iZone side, though has taken the same amount of kills and deaths, is going to get sniped out, even while showing just a small part of their body. Still very dangerous when you've got trained snipers on either side watching for any change of scenery, no matter how slight, to indicate a body part that can be sniped right off a person. Anthrax there getting taken out as iZone very slightly in the lead. It's actually going to be, oh interesting, it's going to be Kiri who's just down at the moment. 3-1 with the strongest early game performance, keeping those death numbers down. Has found a good post box to be able to fire through there. Just like on Scramble, trying to find these very confined areas to shoot through. Where you've got a lot of horizontal movement, but not much, but also a lot of vertical coverage to try and reduce fire coming back. Very smart. Kiri not finding any targets, at least for a little while there. Let's jump across to... Oh, we'll have to do a little bit of searching. Done it, literally the last one. Parker, the #1 player, or #1 position for the Brazzers side, has been an astonishingly good player in other games so far. Looking pretty decent in the early opening, but not doing quite enough to keep the rest of the team ahead. Chavez manages to get a kill onto MNZ, or MNZ. As it looks like iZone are successfully managing to hold this central point. Now this time round, there's no relay to encourage them to do so, just the high ground and the access to several good sidelines. Grenade coming in from Brazzers takes out most of the health of Jabbers, and the second one will finish off the job. Nicely played through there. Parker. Slow and steady seems to be the approach here as the 3-minute remaining mark is crossed. Arubaru gets 1 kill through for iZone to equalize. So it's dead even at the 2:35 mark. Honestly, I'm not sure who's going to win out here. Certainly Brazzers have managed to seize this high ground, traditionally a very strong fortress to operate out of. But I don't know, I'm prepared to be surprised. All iZone need to do here is pick off a single kill onto the Brazzers side, a single out of place member of the American team, and suddenly they force Brazzers to come to them. I think that may be what's kind of going on right now, is a Japanese team who are looking for any individual pick-off kills they can make. But so far, gonna get denied. Let's jump around a little bit. Aruburu doing exceptionally well in this game. I think is going to be the top scorer. Yeah, in fact, the top scorer in the whole game. Ready and waiting, does find a target. Will the bullets find their mark? No, not this time. Still 20-20. Still deadlocked between the two teams. Still very much aware that time is running out. We could be going into another playoffs situation, or sudden death situation rather. But I can't imagine either of these teams really wants to go down that road if they can at all avoid it with just a single kill being found here. Surely there's a sightline. Surely there's a one misstep that allows either of these teams to get that last kill. Maybe we'll see it in the last few moments. Certainly only 1 minute left to go. Both teams could wait it out, but they then, I don't know if that favors either team at that point. As far as which one wins in a playoff situation, I mean, these are incredibly even. I can certainly imagine this going through to all 5 games. But we'll get to see who can seize the momentum in hopefully just a few seconds. Let's take a look across at the Brazzers side and see what's going on. Parker still up on the high ground, still waiting for a move in from iZone. Unfortunately, the way sudden death works in this is there is no time limit, so I'm really hoping that somebody comes out ahead here. Don't mind who it is, but somebody. So we don't end up in a standoff situation that has no perceptible end. Looks like Dramas, or Brazzers, as they're known today, are going to be the ones who make the move out onto the field, but no. Timer runs down, we get a little soft reset of the game, now turned into elimination style. Brazzers gets the first kill. Kiri trades it back. Parker going to be trying to come round the side. Let's bring the action across there. Bob Nasuke does get tagged but goes very low. Parker gets 2 kills through and does not go down. Jabez gets the kill in the end. But that'll be it. Bob Nasuke gets the last kill through, and with that single kill secures game 1 of the monthly grand finals. Real big hero play from Bob Nasuke there, but I think I guess really the standout performance is going to be Parker. 6-2, very impressive stuff. And 24, the tail of the tape by the end was 24-25 by the end. Alright. So we will be going to a short break while we get that second game set up for you guys. So please do come back for more Mortal Kombat 5 action. Alright guys, let's get it on. Heading on to game number 2 of our grand finals, iZone against Brazzers. That last game one decided by a single kill from Bobnasuke. Hopefully grand finals game 2 will be just as close. iZone seizing themselves the early lead. Very proactive in their movements. Rusey the Cobra getting mixed up in close quarters. Able to fillet another member of Brazzers with the pistol. Parker though was one of our MVPs from just this, honestly, this tournament in general. Has been doing some amazing stuff. As we see, Iruburu and Bobnasuke both going down. One of those kills traded back, but Parker able to get it through down to 4% health after that last exchange. iZone still keep themselves in the lead, however. Getting themselves one more kill coming through. Rusey looking for a flank around. Jabez taking a little bit of damage off the backside of that one. We have got spawns coming in pretty nearby. Jabez going to get mixed up in the close quarters. Kiri, the one providing the backup, does get the kill through. iZone taking a commanding lead in the early going. Hey, haha, sleep. Good to see ya. Oh my gosh, I didn't quite read your message, but, well, thanks for sharing a lot of information that maybe nobody needed to know about. Alright. Grand Finals Game 2 looking pretty good for iZone. I think they, well, with the momentum from that Game 1 win, the frustration that has to be setting in for Brazzers right now. Looks like iZone are ready to put the screws to Brazzers and try and really get themselves a firm lead in the early going. As the kills start to dry up, Brazzers find themselves in a different position. Once more, we talked about this at the beginning of the stream. Brazzers are a team that came in as our number 8 seed, so our last seeded team, because of some weak recent performances from the Brazzers lineup. Now under the greatest possible pressure, as oh my gosh, Bobnasuke, you monster, picks up a whole bunch of kills in a hurry. Respawns coming from Brazzers. Bobnasuke going around the wall with Jabez able to get more kills through. iZone taking over the construction site, building themselves a brighter future. Both of these teams are guaranteed to walk away from this with cash prizes, but there is 200 euros in it based on the result of this series. First place team takes home 350 euros, second place 150. Invictors for both to show their skill, but a lot on the line from every single engagement. iZone moving in once more. Bobnasuke very low but still not holding back. Parker trying to do what they can from distance but having to take cover from the flurry of iZone offense. Levi 301, let me check to see the stream's still up. Saying RIP stream, that's not a good thing. Let's just double check everything's still working. Seems to be. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Levi 301. I try reloading the stream because it doesn't seem to be affecting me at least. Looks okay. Alright. Phew. Good news, but not good news so far. For the team from the USA, getting cut up here is Bobnasuke once more. This close range sniping style working out pretty darn well before Parker finally gets to take them down. A 10 kill lead for the Japanese team. To make that 11 seems insurmountable. This would be an absolute disaster for the American team at Brazzers if they lose out the second game on the construction site, looking down the barrel of a 3-0 loss. iZone looking extremely good, no sign of perhaps the nerves that might have infected them in game number 1, which was just so close. Could not have been closer. Glenn Quagmar, welcome to the stream, and Predator Gaming, welcome back from whatever it is you were doing. Kiri getting through another kill there for iZone. I think that's going to be all she wrote. There we go, one more kill comes through. 50 to 35. Crazy stuff. As iZone show up big time, Bob Nasuke gets the lion's share of the kills. I think it's also going to be, yes, looking at it, it's going to be our MVP. So congratulations, Bob Nasuke, certainly making a name for yourself. But we've got at least one more game between these guys before our YouTube giveaway is finished, our winner is decided, and our stream is over. So please do stay tuned. We will be back with the third and potentially final game of the evening. iZone versus Brazzers. Game 3 of our grand finals coming up. Alright, alright, alright. iZone, Brothers, Japan, USA. Go for Modern Combat Blue monthly finals on iOS. That's right, I'm just reading things off the stream right now. But we have got a grand finals game number 3 ready for your amusement. Can Brothers, excuse me, the American team, make the recovery of the century? Brothers lost out that first game by a single kill thanks to Bob and Suke. Now things getting mixed up on the streets. Mortar MC5, if you are missing some credits, let me just, if you can post your dog tag and a platform in it to the chat, then I will add that to the list of things that Brado will have to do. Alright, back into this game itself, as Brothers have managed to secure themselves the early lead. Kiri getting the old slider-oni going in. Brothers making good use of those kill streaks as well to try and keep themselves alive in this best of 5. Glenn Quagmire? Well, yeah. All I would say is, I don't know if Gameloft are going to know that the vast majority of the user base disagree if that vast majority don't get in contact with them. So it is very much worthwhile getting in contact with Gameloft. Stuff does change. Especially, you know, if a lot of people are saying the same thing, especially around the same time with each other, it does make a difference. Believe me. The emails do get read, even if it's just a case of saying, like, oh boy, we're getting a lot of emails about this subject. It does make a difference, because the general assumption is that people feel strong enough to send an email in that they really care about it, and that probably a lot of other people think the same thing, but they just haven't sent an email in. Anyway, let's focus on the matter at hand. Parker and the rest of the DMZ or Brazzers side gonna need to pull off an absolute miracle here if they want to not only stay in the finals, but survive and thrive. Bob Nasuke, who fired that fateful shot back in game number 1 that secured iZone's ascendancy in this grand finals. Alright, thank you, Mortar MC5. I will note you down on the list of people who need to be given credits. Hero Gaming Simon, where is the delicious water? What a great idea! I don't know if my water bottle's noisy enough anymore. I got a new water bottle, and I think that's why people have been wondering about that, because it used to be a bit of a gimmick to hear me loudly slurp on stream. But the only thing slurping right now are Brothers and iZone lapping the blood from the streets. Samuel Provost, welcome to the stream. You have joined us in the midst of our grand finals during the monthly finals. So a double final, if you will. Brazzers and iZone going at each other like wild animals as they try and secure one game which can mean the difference between Brazzers coming back into the monthly finals and an ignominious defeat at the hands of iZone. 3-0 could be on the menu, but it's dead even between these two teams. Let's drop in with the side of Brazzers or DMZ. See how they're doing. Parker, not actually running out ahead as before. It's going to be Anne. Let's see. The number 4. With the score lead at the moment, is about to get things mixed up with Bob Nasuke and the rest of The iZone team will get cut down by Arubaru. The Bobosuke will be traded back. Still dead even. Rusei, the Cobra, looking to strike one more time, going for the wall bang. Doesn't land it this time round. Jabez goes down. Anthrax, who are following here, cuts 2 pieces. Wow, still dead even between the Japanese and American teams. Samuel Proas, it has been a fantastic game so far. Definitely very much harking back to Game 2. I'm glad that Brazzers have been able to find their feet after a pretty thorough Game 2 defeat. Game 1 was incredibly even. More than MC5, you enjoy the laughing up the blood. That was an improv one. But hey, if you guys enjoy melodramatic commentary, then hey, why not? Alright, we're coming down to the last minute. Brazzers are behind by a single kill. Now they're not. Cheeto able to get through, get that kill done. So we see out this last minute, what will the teams do? Will they go for the low risk strategy, or relatively low risk strategy, of waiting out this game? Or will they try and steal away the single kill that is all they will need? Let's use the map to spot out any potential targets. AN waiting it out. Kiri roaming the streets. Feels like a very dangerous proposition to do so. iZone looking for that single pickup. I think we've got a move in. Parker almost the one who actually goes down. Bobosuke takes out M&Z. iZone have a 1 kill lead. Parker and the rest of Brazzers do get 1 back onto Bobosuke. It's going to come down to the wire here. iZone get 1 kill. Brazzers get 1 more. And iZone take it at the last possible moment. Wow, what a monthly finals, and what an end to the series between iZone and Brazzers. Honestly, I could have done with more of that because that was fantastic. What a comeback from Brazzers to bring iZone to the brink. But, sadly, for the side of Brazzers, they will not get to see a Game 4. They will not get to see a Game 5. They will have to content themselves with 150 euros, whereas iZone will take the lion's share. 350 will be coming their way. I think it definitely, seeing that the scoreline is 3-0, it makes it look like it was a lot less close than it was. But at the end of the day, iZone are our winners. Samuel Provost, I'm afraid if it's not, as far as any updates, we have no new information about that. If it's not on the Facebook page, then I'm afraid it wouldn't be something I could talk about anyway. But there should be some new information coming out because the teaser has been released for the new update, which suggests it is in the near future. So, we will do one final, because we didn't really get to do the last free-for-all, we'll do one final one to see us out. And we will, of course, be drawing our YouTube winners. So, first one will be Simon Kezi. And Levi 301. So Simon Kezi and Levi 301. If you can put your dog tags and platforms into the chat. Then we will get you sorted out as far as those Creditorinos go. But yes, let's get ourselves a free-for-all. Let's mess around on the streets where we saw that grand finals decided. Let us play amongst the corpses. Alright, Hero Gaming Simon, I will put you down on the list of people missing credits. I think my last statement may have been too morbid. But I'll try and figure out what a good middle ground is. Alright, just setting up the game now. Alright, Simon Kesey, good to see. You're good and raring to go. Oops, my mouse has stopped working. See if we can fix that. What a surprising development. There you go, it's working again. Don't know what that was about. Alright, so our last game of the evening for you guys. If you'd like to come and join, ESL123, or use the global chat invite to drop in, and we can have ourselves a grand old time on the streets to celebrate the win of iZone. Come an awful long way to make it here. As I said before, iZone coming from #1 seed last time round, getting knocked out in the semi-finals of the December monthly finals, losing out to Dearly Beloved, now find themselves redemption, going from #6 seed to #1. Thank you for the players joining in the game with names that I really would rather not show on stream. Appreciate you guys helping me out. Simon Kesey, thank you for dropping over your details. So we have got one other winner. Which is Levi301. Levi, we'll give him a couple. We'll give you to the end of this free-for-all to answer. But Levi301, if you are still here. Otherwise, we will have to draw another winner. Until we're done, I suppose. If we do get to that point, we'll start drawing winners more quickly. But hopefully Levi's still around. And we can, if there's enough of you guys still watching the stream, we can get ourselves a grand old time on the free-for-all. I think once we get up to 6, though, I don't know how many people are still watching. So we may need to just make do with a little smaller a game than we normally start with. But we'll see. Predator Gaming, yes. Android gamers, well, you can certainly, there's nothing stopping you playing, but playing on the stream, yes, unfortunately not this particular time. Right, there we go, 6 players. Let's get ourselves started. Simon Kesey, you are more than welcome. We're still looking to see if we can find Levi301 anywhere. If not, then we'll get ourselves a new YouTube winner rather, until we have enough winners to go around. Oh boy howdy, that water was delicious. Phew. Wow, what a ride it has been. Bagmar, yes, 30 people are watching. I think that's probably enough to get us to fill up a game, as long as they're all iOS players. I mean, a 6-person free-for-all is kind of alright. We actually make it 7. So hey, hope you guys have enjoyed all of the good old times that have been going on today. We're just going to check the exact timing on when we will be getting started for our next finals. So it will be at 5 o'clock UK time. So that is in basically 13 hours and 15 minutes from now. So wherever you are, in basically 13 hours time we'll be back again. Oh, there you are, Levi, great. So that's all of our giveaways done and dusted. Thank you guys. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm not sure we actually ever... I didn't write them down at least. There we go. Sparta Lee and Mystery Boy. Okay, yes, I did get the details. I just didn't note them down. Cool. Alright, all our giveaways are done. Let's check in with Lauren, our #1 scorer at the moment, rocking the heavy class. The Slack, exceptionally good in close quarters and on the free-for-all. Glenn Quagmar, you have a specialist mathematics study and you don't want to be humiliated live. Well, I can certainly appreciate your point of view, Glenn. You seem like a person who's thought these things through and made your decisions, and I can respect that. Levi301, yep, got your details in there, as well as Simon Kesey. Thank you guys for entering. All of our giveaways are now concluded. And thank you guys for your many entries. Congratulations once more to our many winners. We will have more tomorrow for the second finals. And then even more after that for the other other sort of weekly streams, which will of course have the normal non-doubled up finals, but sorry, non-doubled up winners. So there'll be one more finals in those 13 hours from now, which will also have the double giveaway. I believe Hacksaw will be there for that. Though I can't give you a 100% guarantee, but I believe that will be the case at least. Hero Gaming, always good to see you repping that particular meme, that incredibly outdated meme, which doesn't even apply anymore because that advert has stopped showing in Modern Combat, which indicates that you should give your dogs ice cream. Just to clarify, I do not recommend you give your dogs ice cream, because it's probably not very good for them. Unless it's dog ice cream, in which case, knock yourself out. Alright, Rolex and Expletive Deleted will be our top scorers. Thank you for that. I always appreciate it, as I said, to have things which I can't mention on stream. And let's see. I think oh, excuse me. It's nearly 4 in the morning here. Excuse my little bit of tiredness. I think the person who really wanted the community games has actually gone to sleep in the intervening time, but hey. ESL123, if you do want to join in, we are heading towards the end, so at this point you probably can't win the free-for-all, but you can certainly influence it by just coming in and killing people and getting killed yourself. Rolex still with that #1 spot, doing some bit of long-range sniping, but when there's a much closer target right in front of them, hey. Yes. Predator Gaming? I wonder if you are part of this. PH Loy Kamchako, you're disconnected to server. Oh, that is bad news. Bad times. I'm sad that you cannot come and join us. Maybe you can have a bit better luck tomorrow with our red monthly finals. And then we'll have blue and red weeklies afterwards. Oh boy. Definitely not too much Modern Combat 5. Because there is no such thing as too much Modern Combat 5. Anyway, Rolex up to 26 kills, looking pretty good here. Casanova in hot pursuit with 19. But it's going to be tough to catch up. Hero Gaming, keep working that meme. It'll eventually come round and be relevant again. Predator Gaming part of what? I'm not sure. The old stream delay thing, I honestly don't know what thing. If you're asking about what I was saying, I don't know what it was anymore. Rolex finds our friendliest member of the game. Glenn Quagmire, yes. It is a strange thing that it's perfectly okay to murder people, but not to swear while you're doing it. Alright, well, that will be it for today. iZone once more our winners. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and that you will come and join us in 13 hours time for the monthly finals of the red variety. My name has been Peter Counterfeit Hartnell. You can find me on Facebook under Peter Counterfeit Hartnell Shoutcaster and Counterfeit Cast on the Twitter. Do of course give the old Modern Combat on Facebook a follow and on Twitter if you want some updates about updates and all that good stuff. Ah, you were Lawrence using heavy class. Well, nice job. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching and we'll hopefully catch you again soon.